What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Idiot Proof Cooking. I haven't baked in like a month and a half, so I'm going to do a baking episode today. I'll show you how to make fudgy brownies. They're actually really easy to make, and they're crazy delicious. You're either a person that likes fudgy brownies or more like a cakey brownie. Now, if you like cake-style brownies, this episode is not for you. This is going to be one hell of a gooey brownie. But they're going to be delicious. So, even if you like cake-style brownies, check it out. I bet you'll like what I make. Without any further ado, let's get into it, and I'll show you how to make this. Alright, to start off these brownies, let's talk about the chocolate. I'm going to be using a whole bar of semi-sweet baker's chocolate, weighing in at about 225 grams. What we're going to do is dice it up into fine little pieces because we're going to melt it. And when you dice it up into small little pieces like I'm doing here, there's more surface area for it to melt. It melts quicker, easier, and you reduce the risk of burning it when you are melting it. So once you get it all cut up, throw it into a bowl like I'm doing here. Now you'll notice your hands get really covered in chocolate, so maybe give them a quick wash before the next step, which is fill up a pot with water, boil it, then throw the bowl on top and throw in a half cup of unsalted butter. So what you'll want to do is stir this constantly while the water is boiling underneath until the chocolate melts and combines with the butter. It should take about 3 to 5 minutes to get to this point. You'll want to keep stirring it constantly so that the chocolate doesn't burn, but also doing it on the boiling water reduces the chances of it burning greatly. Once it is all melted, take it off the boiling water and set aside for a couple of minutes to cool down. And while the chocolate is cooling down, let's talk about the dry ingredients. Get yourself a separate bowl and pour in 1 cup of granulated white sugar. Next up is a half cup of brown sugar, pour that in as well, and then get yourself 3 eggs and let them warm up to room temperature, and then add them in and mix them in with the sugar one at a time. So break the first one, mix it in, break the second one, mix it in, and the third one and mix it in. You want to do them separately rather than at the same time because you want to really make sure that all the eggs mix in with the sugar. Once they are mixed in, get yourself your vanilla extract or vanilla paste, pour in a teaspoon of that, and then a 1/4 teaspoon of kosher salt. Dump that in as well, and give this mixture one final whisking. Now, as a side note, you should definitely try the vanilla paste over the extract. I find it has a better flavor. Okay, up next is get your 12-inch by 12-inch baking tin, spray it down with some cooking oil, then line it with parchment paper. Now, as you can see, some of the parchment paper I have almost like handles on them, and that is for a very specific reason. Once you bake the brownies, you want to get them out of the tin. So with the high parchment paper, you can just use them as handles and lift the baked brownies out. So the next step in the process is go get your chocolate and dump it in with the egg and sugar mixture. And give it a few good stirs until everything is combined together. From there, go get yourself a large sifter because we're going to be adding some flour in, specifically a half cup of all-purpose flour and then a 1/4 cup of cocoa powder. Give them a good sifting through, and you might find that some of the cocoa powder will ball up towards the end. That's fine, just rub your hands over top of it on the sifter and it'll go through nice and fine. So give everything a good mix together until it's homogeneous, as you can see here. But wait, we're going to add one additional thing in. Get yourself another half bar of Baker's semi-sweet chocolate and cut it up into larger pieces this time, because what you'll want is nice large chunks of chocolate in the brownie mixture so it melts when the brownie's baking. It's going to be crazy chocolatey. So give that a good stir together, go get your baking sheet, pour the whole brownie mixture in, give it a couple of taps to make sure that it's nice and evenly spread out, a couple taps up and down like that. Then preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit and bake this for anywhere from 35 to 45 minutes, depending on, the efficiency of your oven. After 45 minutes total, mine came out looking like that. And look at the parchment paper handles. They worked just as I intended. Nice and easy to pull out of the baking tin. So get yourself a knife and get ready to cut them. Now, ideally, you should allow these to cool for 3/4 of an hour to an hour. If you don't, like I did, and just jump into it, you can see that you might crush and crack some of the nice tops on the brownies, but that's okay. Really, at the end of the day, this isn't about presentation, this is about taste, and these things are crazy good. Like, let's take a closer look here. Look at the fudginess and just the gooiness of that brownie. That is just absolutely amazing looking. And let's give it a quick taste test. Oh, there's Meg. She couldn't wait either. She had to get into them right away as well. But let's give this a quick taste test because they look fantastic. And holy are they ever chocolatey. My God, are they good. Like, look at this one. Look at that little piece of melty chocolate in there from the bits I put into it. Holy, these are good. They were super easy to make, like really, really easy to make, and crazy chocolatey. Just look at that. Oh my God. But like always, that's the end of the episode. I hope you liked what you saw here today. If you did, drop me a comment, like the video, or subscribe to the channel. We'll catch you again soon on Idiot Proof Cooking. Thanks for watching.